Hey, it's Monster Island Babble, and I'm MIB. And it's a couple of days ago is when I saw Godzilla vs. Kong now for the first time, and I've already recorded a Orga Reviews video for it, and you're going to see that really soon. And it's a good review. Orga likes it a lot. And there's a part in the review that is just like very briefly touched on, like almost tossed aside as a joke. And that's what I want to make this podcast specifically about, and it's about the character of Ren Serizawa. And there will be spoilers for Godzilla vs. Kong in this. So just to give you all the context in the world, like I love to do, I had seen the first trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, and then I cut it all off. I didn't watch any of the TV spots after that or any of the following trailers. I didn't read anything about it. I wanted to go into the movie as pure as possible. And to my astoundment, I was actually able to do that. I went into the film with like barely any pretext of what was going to happen in this movie. And I watched the film and I loved it, you know? As soon as it was done, I was like, hell yeah! Chatting with friends of mine, and the people in the community about their feelings of Godzilla vs. Kong, I've found that there are two types of people, two types of experiences for watching Godzilla vs. Kong. There are people who went in knowing who this character is, and there are people who didn't. And I'm one of the people who didn't. So, to me, this guy is just the right-hand man of the Doctor Who type apex villain, and he's the pilot of the mecha, but, you know, he gets his comeuppance. End of that. I didn't think much of it. I didn't expect him to be fleshed out more, and to be honest, fleshing out characters is not really the strong suit of these MonsterVerse Godzilla films. And then there's the other type of person with the other type of experience, and that person knows that this is Ren Serizawa, the son of Dr. Serizawa from the previous movies, which is so, when I found that out, I was like, what? Yeah, so, if you'd have read the novelization of Godzilla King of the Monsters, the name is dropped, Ren Serizawa, as Dr. Serizawa's son. And then in this movie, they put Ren Serizawa in the story, and it's right there in the credits. You know, it's IMDb. There's no question about it. This is Ren Serizawa. It is so easy to miss because I think his name is said about twice in the film. The first time it's being said by the Doctor Who guy, and I've listened to it like 17 times, and I just don't hear Ren Serizawa. I hear like Rei Segazawa or Re Sekizawa, whatever. I just don't hear Ren Serizawa with this actor's accent going on and just the way he's saying it. The second time he says it is clearer, and it's toward the end of the movie, so you're already like, you've already made up your mind on who's who, and you're not really accepting new ideas at this point. And again, he says it quickly. He just says Serizawa the second time, but I think it's just easy to miss again, or easy to be like, what, did he say Serizawa? No, he couldn't have. And then you move on. It's just so easy to miss. It's so easy to miss. And the people that knew it was Ren Serizawa are rightfully annoyed and upset because you would think that the son of Dr. Serizawa would deserve a little more presence in the story. And continuing on the novelization thing with these pesky books, the Godzilla vs. Kong novelization, again, makes it clear this is Ren Serizawa and goes into a little bit of his motivations. It's in line with film details that were leaked a while back about, Ren Serizawa was jealous because his father dedicated more time to studying Godzilla than to being a father. And then also, like, I think he blames Godzilla for his father's sacrifice. I don't know. Why does everybody need to have a personal connection? Why can't it just be that there's this company called Apex that refused to believe that Titans are the top of the pecking order, and they continue the arrogance of man by being careless with technology and upsetting the balance of nature, all because they're a bunch of narcissists who believe that man owns the earth. You know, like Packard from Kong Skull Island. That was a great example of somebody who just kind of went nuts with the idea that man is not at the top of the chain anymore, and he was really threatened by that. I don't understand why everybody has to have some kind of super personal backstory. And here's the thing. I guess the filmmakers agree to an extent because I have to believe that they cut out chunks and chunks and chunks of context for this character. And what upsets me, what offends me, is that if you're going to go that far and you're going to water this guy down to basically an Easter egg, what do you expect is going to happen with your audience members that know who he's supposed to be? Do you think they're just going to be like mildly amused? Like, ooh, that's Serizawa's son. I don't need to know anything more about it. No, I mean, if you're purposely chopping your story to kind of take this character's significance, not the character, but his significance out of the story, change the character's name too. Go the full 9. It is such an unnecessary distraction and point of contention. I keep saying I didn't know the whole movie, and if I did, it would have changed my criticism about the film. It might have distracted me. It might have upset me. I might have knocked a whole star off the film. I might have been so offended that I disregarded the film as a whole. And I don't know that. And I'm never going to have that experience, thank God. And I wish that everybody got to experience it that way too. So I wish they just changed this freaking character's name. It would have been so easy. It's 2 audio edits. And then he's not Ren Serizawa. He's Ren whatever. It's such a baffling choice. And it seems like you can't have one MonsterVerse film without at least one baffling choice in it. Like unceremoniously killing Sally Hawkins off, almost off screen. That is this movie's version of that. So, for people who are criticizing the film because they think that Ren Serizawa was done dirty and they were expecting a lot more plot development and character development specifically from that character, I hear you, and you're totally right to be upset about that. And it sucks that was the way you had to experience the film. If you try to rewatch the movie and just put yourself in a mindset of, he's nobody, retcon it. The filmmakers might have retconned it. We don't know. We don't know what the filmmakers are thinking at this point. I mean, I don't believe in that you have to read all this extended lore to get the full story. I believe the story that was presented to me by the film. And in this case, the film presented no story on this character, just a name. For me, it's easy to be like, well, if the movie doesn't care, I don't care. Because I was never invested in the idea that this is Serizawa's son. Honestly, I was never attached to Serizawa. I've been on record with this. I don't believe he's a very well fleshed out character. So this is not offensive to me, and it's helping me enjoy the movie. But everyone doesn't have that luxury, and it annoys me that the filmmakers set it up that way when they didn't have to. It is such an unnecessary distraction. But that's what it is. And I think if you interviewed people coming out of a movie theater that aren't like tremendous G fans or Kong fans and just wanted to see a movie, I think that most of them wouldn't have caught on that this is Dr. Serizawa's son either. I just don't think there's a way to. And I think those are the lucky people. And I'm so sorry for the smarter folk out there who did their homework. That the filmmakers done you dirty. Anyway, that's the story of Ren Serizawa, who he is, why it's not a deal breaker for me, but why I understand why it's a deal breaker for other people. But let me know what you think below. If you just need to vent about it, go ahead. And if you have ideas, I love swapping good ideas, so drop them below. In the meantime, look out for that Orga review in the near future. Thanks, guys.